Congratulations, you bought a house. This is a huge milestone and a moment to celebrate. You've worked hard to get here, and now you have a place to truly call your own. It's exciting, right? You've got a place to call your own, maybe a yard for activities, barbecues, and family gatherings. But with great power comes great responsibility. And property taxes. Yes, those. Property taxes, my friend, are like that one friend who always invites themselves over. They show up every year without fail. And you can't ignore them. They're a regular part of homeownership. Just like mowing the lawn or fixing a leaky faucet, paying property taxes is something you'll need to get used to. But unlike that friend, property taxes actually do some good in your community. They help fund essential services that make your neighborhood a better place to live. Think of them as your contribution to the local services we all rely on. Your taxes help maintain the parks where your kids play, the roads you drive on, and the public spaces you enjoy. Schools, roads, parks, firefighters who rescue cats stuck in trees. It happens. These services are crucial for a thriving community. All that good stuff needs funding. Your property taxes are a vital part of the municipal budget, ensuring these services continue to operate smoothly. And that, my friend, is where your property taxes come in. They might seem like a burden, but they're actually an investment in your community's future. So buckle up. We're about to take a wild ride through the world of property taxes. It's a journey worth understanding as it impacts your home and community. It might sound about as fun as a root canal, but trust me, it's important to understand how this whole thing works. Knowledge is power, and knowing where your money goes can make the process a bit less painful. Let's get down to brass tacks. How exactly are these mysterious property taxes calculated? Well, it's a two-step process. First, there's the property appraisal, which is like figuring out how much your house is worth. Then, your local government sets a tax rate. Multiply those two numbers together, and bam! You've got yourself a property tax bill. Sounds simple, right? Well, hold your horses. Let's dive a little deeper into each step, shall we? Imagine someone walking through your house with a clipboard, meticulously noting down every detail, and silently judging your questionable decorating choices. That's kind of what happens during a property appraisal. But instead of judging your questionable taste, they're evaluating the value of your home. This process is crucial for determining how much your property is worth in the current market. They look at various factors like the size of your house, the overall condition, any upgrades or renovations you've made, and the value of similar homes in your area. These elements collectively help in forming an accurate assessment. It's all very official and sometimes a little nerve-wracking. The appraiser's visit can feel like an exam, where your home is the subject being scrutinized. The good news is this appraisal usually happens once a year, or sometimes even less frequently. So you don't have to go through this process too often. And remember, the value they come up with isn't set in stone. It's more of an educated estimate based on current market conditions and comparable properties. If you think your house is worth more or less than their assessment, you can always appeal. This involves providing additional information or evidence to support your claim, and sometimes it can lead to a reassessment. Once your house has been appraised, the next step involves your local government. It's time for them to step in and do their thing. They need to figure out how much money they need to raise to pay for all those essential services that keep your community running smoothly. This includes things like schools, police and fire departments, road maintenance, and public parks. This is where the tax rate comes in. The tax rate is essentially a percentage of your home's assessed value that you'll pay in taxes. For example, if the tax rate is 2% and your home is assessed at $200,000, you'll pay $4,000 in property taxes. Now, before you start sweating about your local government going on a spending spree, keep in mind that they can't just set the tax rate however high they want. There are often limits and regulations in place to prevent that sort of thing. These regulations are designed to ensure that the tax burden on homeowners remains fair and manageable. Local governments must also justify their budgets and tax rates to the public, often through meetings and public hearings. This transparency helps to keep the process fair and allows residents to have a say in how their tax dollars are spent. So, while paying property taxes might not be anyone's favorite activity, it's a crucial part of funding the services that make our communities livable and vibrant. Section 5, Harris County, Texas. A case study in property taxes. All right, folks, let's take a look at a real-life example of property taxes in action. Harris County, Texas. Home to the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, NASA's Johnson Space Center, and a whole lot of friendly folks, Harris County is a great place to call home. But even in the great state of Texas, property taxes are a fact of life. In Harris County, your property tax dollars go towards funding a wide range of services from education and healthcare to parks and recreation. Section 6, Education, Shaping Young Minds, funded by your property taxes. A significant chunk of your property tax dollars in Harris County goes towards funding public schools. That's right, your hard-earned money is helping to educate the next generation of astronauts, rodeo clowns, and maybe even future politicians, though no promises on that last one. From building new schools and hiring qualified teachers to providing textbooks and resources, your property taxes play a vital role in ensuring that all children in Harris County have access to a quality education. Section 7, Infrastructure and Public Safety, keeping Harris County running smoothly. Property taxes also help to keep Harris County running smoothly by funding essential infrastructure and public safety services. Think roads, bridges, public transportation, police, fire departments, and emergency medical services. These are the services we often take for granted, but they're crucial for maintaining the quality of life we enjoy in Harris County. And they wouldn't be possible without the revenue generated by property taxes. Section 8, the takeaway understanding your property taxes in Harris County. So there you have it, folks. A crash course in property taxes with a special focus on Harris County, Texas. It's not the most glamorous topic, but it's an important one to understand, especially if you're a homeowner. Remember, property taxes are how we fund essential services in our communities. So the next time you see your property tax bill, don't think of it as a burden. Think of it as an investment in your community and the future of your county.